Good evening and welcome back into Twin State Sports. I'm Zach Siminar. The SEC tournament tipped off this evening with first round action from Nashville, and while Mississippi State won't play until tomorrow, their first round bye could actually make things a tad bit more challenging. The Dogs will play the winner of tonight's Vanderbilt-Texas A&M game on Thursday, and Coach Ben Howland spoke on how he handles preparing for a game when they are unsure of who they'll play.
And what I would do in this situation is that today we worked on like we're playing Vanderbilt. And then tomorrow we'll be working on Texas A&M, who we're more familiar with because we just played them, as you pointed out. And then that way, on the day of the game, because we're not going to do anything at 11 o'clock at night when that game finally is decided between those two teams, we'll have a shoot-around where we'll go through their stuff again. So they'll be familiarized, whoever it is between those two teams, a little bit more because of what we did today and what we're doing tomorrow.
Tomorrow's game tips off at 8 p.m. on the SEC Network. Last night, the New Orleans Pelicans lost for the fourth straight time out when the NBA's leading Milwaukee Bucks took down New Orleans 130-113. Julius Randle scored 23. AD added 21 in 21 minutes for the Pels, who were without Drew Holiday and E'Twaun Moore, who were both nursing injuries. Pelicans, they had trouble slowing All-Stars Giannis Antetokounmpo and Chris Middleton. They combined for 47 points in the game. New Orleans drops to 30-40. They'll host the Blazers on Friday. Former New Orleans Saints running back Mark Ingram has agreed to sign a 3-year, $15 million deal with the Baltimore Ravens. The Saints moved on from Ingram after offering him a $4.5 million per year salary and signed former Minnesota running back Latavius Murray on Tuesday. Ingram had spent the first 8 years of his pro career in New Orleans. Since 2014, he's had the best yards per carry average in the league amongst qualifiers at 4.7 yards per tote. The addition of Ingram for Baltimore ends their patchwork at the running back position, where the team had used Justin Forsett, Terrence West, Alex Collins, Kenneth Dixon, and Gus Edwards as their go-to backs over the last 4 or 5 years. And for the first time since 2006, the Players' Championship is being played in March. Tomorrow, tournament action gets underway in North Florida, and this time of the year means the course will be more manageable with softer conditions. Tiger Woods is the only player to win the event in both March and May and is also the only multiple winner in the field. He's been trying to manage a neck injury, which he says is no longer affecting his backswing.
If I would have gotten my rounds in last week, I would have been 4 tournaments. So I'm right there where I need to be. My finishes are getting a little bit better each and every time I've gone out so far this year. And I've gotten a little bit more consistent with my play. And I think that everything is headed on track towards April.